All right, good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Ray County, Missouri, as we attempt to make a life here, which I think we're doing a pretty good job, actually, if you've been following along. What is this, episode 16 or 17 or something like that? I don't even know anymore. But yeah, I think we've made some substantial progress in the last couple of episodes, especially at the, I mean, if we didn't have the mini carpentry and the wood products, we'd probably be dead in the water. But that's really been working well for us. I didn't even realize there was a door back here. Might as well take the back door. Anyways, yeah, so it's 7:14 in the morning here on the first day of April. And we have some stuff to do today. I think I've sort of prefaced this day a few times stating that we're probably going to be heavy loaded in work. So just a quick list of things that need to be done. Well, this is the first month to be able to get corn in the ground. And the plan is to get corn into this field over here. Roughly, I don't know, I think we're kind of guesstimating maybe we got about, originally this was like 13, yeah, so originally this was a 13.7 acre field, but then we went and expanded it in the last one. So we may be, I don't know, what, 15 acres or something like that, 16 acres, who knows. So we want to get corn in there. We don't really have to do anything else to the field other than plant the corn. I'd like to this time go and spray it with herbicide, and then I don't know that we're going to be rolling it, but... so we do need, I need a bigger sprayer. Anyways, it's always something we need, right? And then over here we have, we still have barley growing, so we don't have to worry about that. Up at the top of the hill here, though, we're going to need to get the grass out of the field. We're going to, you're going to need something. So we got to get this grass up. We got to get it sold because there's no sense in sitting on it. We'll just get it mowed and sold. And then depending on what we have to put the corn in the ground, because I don't have a planter, so whether we can just direct drill into the ground or we need to cultivate it, I guess will be the question. I don't really know. But I do have my eyes on a planter that I think we saw in the store in the last episode. So basically, I guess, step one would be... Well, okay, so we could do a couple things. So step one would be to get a planter, I think, so that way we could get to work. I might even be able to get one of the locals to get to work on this field here. And then while that's happening, I could be up in that field mowing the grass. So that way, by the time I'm done mowing the grass and getting it all sold, hopefully we can move the planter up to that field and get rocking up there. Somewhere in here, I need to get a planter and I want to get a bigger spreader, which I was talking about already. Now, those two things are going to require, what I'm looking at is about $100,000. So I have $64,000 right now. I did manage to sell some wood, some of the planks and even some short planks at the end of the last day of March. I made a purchase. I'm going to show you here in a second. Kind of couldn't help it, but I think I did warn everybody. So if you want to, I don't know what the timestamp is in the video right now, but whatever it is, if you want to make a comment about what you think might be hiding in the shed over there, let me know and we'll see if you're right. So we'll go take care of that. But yeah, so I think probably immediately what I'm going to do is go and grab whatever I can to sell. We're going to do that. And then we will go, you know what, why don't I put the mower? I should put the mower on the Bulgar. And then really I just have to go and pick up the grass after. So while we're running around selling things, the Bulgar can be mowing. Yeah, that's a good idea. So let's do that. Okay, well, let me introduce you to... Okay, have you made your guesses yet? Let me introduce you to the newest member of our fleet. Yep. So we've got 550 horsepower at our disposal here. I had the store debrand the tractor. They got it painted up in what seems to be our... I'm like, am I seeing a trend here? Everything ends up being beige. Exciting stuff. Anyways, yeah, so that is our newest member here of the team. Couldn't help it. So I did take this on... Oh, right there. It says right there. So I did take this over 1 year. I put 50% down. And I have a $17,000 payout at the end. So my plan, though, is as we're generating some cash, is to get it paid out. I did have that option available to me, so I thought I would do that. So, like I said, let's get the Bulgar. How about a little cold start in the Bulgar? Hello. yeah, today's going to be all about making the best use of our time. All right, I'll get on the phone. Maybe Tony can help me find somebody to get some work done here. So let me get that set up, and yeah, I'll be back to you in a moment. All right. So that's good. Making the best use of our time here today. Whoa, watch the barley. All right, well, let's grab the Fent for now and the trailer, and we'll go do a sale run so we can generate some cash, and then we want to make a purchase. Hopefully it's still at the sale, actually, the one I have. There's a planter that I have my eyes on. So we'll go purchase that, and then I also want to get the spreader. And I probably need a bigger sprayer too. But that's all more, well, I guess I need a bigger sprayer if I need a tank on the front of that I can put on the front of the tractor so I can just increase my herbicide, how much herbicide I can carry, basically. All right, so let's see if we got anything in these greenhouses. All right, so we have barely anything. All right, so we don't have much in the way of produce that we can sell. So it looks like we'll be selling planks and the long planks. I'm gonna sell as much. I need to get these tools set up here, so I'm going to be selling stuff. Oh, I took the tree out here too. I have I was kind of working with the some photos and the contractor, and we were talking about potential. He was sending me some ideas. He's got a home designer. It's a company called Icus. They design custom like barn dominiums, that kind of stuff. So starting to talk to him about putting something up on the hill. And anyways, so that between that and just, you know, how I can potentially build out some more storage down there. He said, well, if you got the means to process wood right now, you may as well go ahead and cut that tree down, because we're going to need it out of there. So yeah, we are jam-packed here. Okay, so I can only spawning 2 at a time, like before. Oh, the winch is right there. Shoot. I was busy looking at the turkey. All right, so let's take these over to the sell point, and then we'll go over to the other yard and grab whatever we can there. I mean, we're definitely going to have enough money to make the purchase we need. We're going to be left without a lot of money by the end of the day, but I mean, we're the first day of April. The next major payments we have coming out are going to be in May. So as long as we get all this stuff done that we need to get done today, then we still have the second day of April for wood to process in the sawmills there. Anyways, and then we'll be able to make enough money to cover off our payments as we roll into the month of May. So I'll show you down at the far end, the far field. Also, I did some additional work. I guess what did I do after you guys left? I cut the tree down there beside the shed. I kept feeding the sawmill that we just grabbed this wood from. Oh, the field, the bend field. So once I discovered that I could use the kind of stump grinder setting with my batwing, I went over there and really kind of made the field a little more user friendly and regained some land there. So here, let's see how much we get here. All right, I'll take it. $16,500. Without precision farming activated, we don't get the environmental bonuses. I kind of missed those. We were able to make a lot of money with the environmental bonuses. So I made an offhanded comment in the last episode, I believe I did anyways, unless I did it in my own head and never did it out loud, but about how once we're done processing all the wood that we have cut in this far field over here, we may sell off our little building, our storage building, and our little sawmill down here, and then just sell the property. It's definitely something I'm considering. This land is a little bit out of the way for us, and I don't know, we'll see, because yeah, on one hand it's still usable and we can still farm it, and we could put some beans in here, we could put some corn in here, whatever we want, but it is a little bit out of the way also, so it has proven to be a bit of a challenge. Actually, you know what, it's proven to be a challenge when it comes to stuff like this, like moving pallets around, that kind of stuff. But if there were crops on it, yeah, maybe it wouldn't be so bad. So we're just going to take as much as we possibly can. So there's a couple partial pallets there that we'll just kind of leave for now, I guess. We still have a considerable amount of wood in there that we're processing. Oh, once we grab these, we'll drive down to the bottom of the field and I'll show you what we did. Okay, well, we'll go sell this. Well, you know what we'll do? We'll sell this. We'll run back over here. I'll grab those 3, and then I'll show you what I cut down and where we could potentially expand the field a little bit. I don't know how much effort we're going to put into it. Well, I don't know. I'm on the fence. The field there is worth about 60 grand. So if we did want to sell it, you know, we could probably get about 60 grand for it. The field next to ours that I was talking about last time, you know, that was sort of a thought that just had occurred to me. I hadn't really thought before about purchasing that, but then I started looking quite extensively at it, and I'm like, man, that does make a lot of sense to purchase that land, and then we'd have such a good setup over by our main yard. But you know, you need like $200,000 for it, and there's onions in it right now, so we'd have to probably hit Tony up if we did buy it. With the thought that we were going to harvest the onions, which I'm not opposed to. That actually was not the worst thing that we've ever had to do, was harvest onions. Here, let's see how much we get here. Oof, almost 60 grand. So we got almost $140,000 right now, folks. Oh yeah. Anyway, so yeah, I guess, I don't know. If we got the 60 grand, then we'd really only have for the Bend lot up here, we'd only have to come up with about another $140,000. And we could get ourselves that additional piece of land. But maybe that's not a this season thing. Maybe it's a next season thing. Then there's a question of how many episodes this goes, because holy moly, we're into. I mean, if this is episode 16 or 17, you know, we got episode 20 on the horizon. That's a record for us in this saga. Every time we've gone anywhere, we've lasted about 13 episodes, and then rabid monkeys escape from a secret lab. You know, one thing or another, we always have to seem to escape from, or whatever. Maria's sister, that was almost a life-altering situation. Okay, so down here, yeah, maybe we will keep this for now. I mean, there's no collision on this here, so we could potentially plant right through it. This grass is ready to mow. But anyways, so I did clean up some of the offensive bushes along here, but I just elected to keep this tree line the same. And then it was here that you'll see the difference, where once I knew I was able to get rid of some of those bushes or those trees or whatever, I came in here and cleaned this out and basically dragged everything up and put it into the sawmill. So we could expand along here, kind of loop around this tree, down here a bit, and then up. So we could actually grow this by quite a bit and you know, put something in it. Who knows, maybe we can. So we have 2 months to plant corn. So if in this month we got you know, the grass field that we're mowing right now and the new field planted, if we had more time, great. You know, we have the 2nd day of April that we could still plant corn if we wanted to, and pick up the grass that's there, and then maybe that gives the sawmill enough time to work through what it's got to work through, and then we could, you know, sell that and you know, use that space up there to plant. I don't know. There's so many things we could do. I hope you appreciate that a lot of this is literally me just thinking out loud as we come up with the sort of next steps, right? So the next step right now, though, is to get this wood sold and then go make a hefty purchase. Well, go make 2 hefty purchases. I have my eyes on a tow. I don't know that's going to be the best decision, but there's a tow behind spreader. Even just the 3 pallets, still $4,700. All right, we're going to go drop this trailer off, and then we'll come back over here and make the purchase of this planter. All right, just got tied up with a worker there for a second, trying to get them. I was trying to see if I can get them to do the grass pickup and selling for me, but we'll see how that goes. I'm not sure that they fully understood what I was asking, but for now, we'll just go and make the purchase of this planter, and then if our friends there on the forage wagon can't figure it out, then we will take over while they go and put the corn in the ground for us. So let's go spend some money. We've got 143,000 doll hairs, and we're about to part with a whole bunch of that. Anyways, it's got to be done, right? You got to spend some money to make some money, I guess. Is that how it goes? I mean, we have that John Deere seeder, which does plant soybeans, which is great. But anyways, I guess we could potentially even sell that at some point, because once we're flipping between soybeans and corn here, well, I guess I wonder if we still have the opportunity to do. I think with soybeans, can we not also do, like, is that what I'm doing with the barley? Can I do barley in between the soybeans and the like, can I flip them? I have no idea. Anyways, whatever. I'm just talking. Let's cut this guy off. All right. Okay, let me get in there and sign my life away and make this purchase. All right, this is the planter. So there's actually an option here to go with a capacity of 2,000 liters of seeds and 6,000 liters of fertilizer, or you can kind of balance it, and it's a combined 8,000 no matter what, but you can go 3,000, 5,000. I seem to recall seeds depleting very slowly, but fertilizer depleting quickly. So I think what we'll do is we'll start here, and if I had to, it's a no cost change if I had to change it. So I think we'll go this route first, and we'll see what happens. But anyways, this is the beast. The way I've got a little custom paint job there and everything. So let's just spend $77,000. All right, so let's grab that. I have this feeling we're going to want to go step in to help out our worker. I think we're going to have to take over the grass. I tried to use course play and auto drive, and I don't know. I wonder if something's changed. It wasn't. It didn't look familiar in how I would always set it up in the past. So I will. We'll go take a look at that in a second, because I don't think it's doing what I wanted. Let's go fill this stuff up first. I wonder if I have to open anything. $1,200 in seeds. All right, so we spent some money, about $3,300 or whatever there. But this is, this is going to be good. So it's 12 meter working with. I got to double check the horsepower, but I think we'll probably just use the Steiger for this. And there's no question we'll have enough power to get around. And then I can use this for the forage wagon because, well, I can drive 53 kilometers an hour up the road with all the grass. All right, we're going to fire the beast up for the first time. Ooh, smooth. So I think I've said before that I'm not a huge fan of these. When you're driving with mouse and keyboard in this game, I'm not a huge fan of like the articulated tractor wiggle. But yeah, anyways, we'll be able to, we'll make do. Okay, so can I raise this hitch? No, I don't think so. Okay, let me go. Let me go talk to the worker. We'll get everything set up here. Oh my gosh, this looks awesome. All right, the worker has swapped into the Steiger, so they've got their work cut out for them. Shoot. Let's get this off the field. Yeah, that's a good looking setup there. Just want to get the tree pieces off the field. The last thing I want is for this to create problems. What do we got here? Still 138. Yeah, there's not a lot of room for fresh material there. I find when this stuff's on the drop point there, if you just start chopping it up, it'll continuously feed the whatever it is you're trying to feed. Okay, maybe if I just punch over here. I gotta put the winch somewhere where I'm not going to regret it. You know what? I guess I'll just take it back over here, and then we'll go grab the forage wagon and we'll get to work. So the worker had not gotten very far actually before they just decided to take a break. It looked like I think they were eating a sandwich up there or something. It's kind of early for that, but anyways. Holy crap! We have we're kind of big time now. Look at that. That's set up out there in the field. Like, we got a serious planter. That might be the most serious planter I've owned in a while. Not to mention the Steiger with all the power that has. This Fent. We have the Bulgar. Like, man, yeah, we are we're looking good there, folks. Well, maybe they made it. They might have made a pass. But yeah, we got stuff. If we can just get the money to purchase that additional piece of land, we'll have all the land we need. We'll have equipment to farm it. And then really what you do is you just keep upgrading as you go, right? Things like, you know, beef up your harvester. We're going to need a better trailer because I think all I have is that old wooden trailer. Well, I have that trailer and I have the truck. I'd kind of like the idea of having like an auger wagon to sort of intermediate between the, you know, the truck and the harvester. So I'm not necessarily pulling the truck out onto the field, but I guess we'll see what's available. So I have $54,000 right now. So there's a couple spreaders that I have my eyes on. One, actually, sorry, as I'm doing this, I'm surprised. I don't recall these two fields being so close together. But it looks like I have this corn is going to be right up against the barley field in this case. I thought there was more room between them anyways. But yeah, as far as the spreader, there's one that's like $26,000, I believe. And it has I believe it's like an 8,000 liter capacity. I think they're all around the same, somewhere between $20,000 and $26,000 for pull behind spreader for lime. Now, I mean, I don't know. There's options. I'm trying to find something that I haven't really used, to be honest with you. Yeah, so sometimes to do that, you may have to spend a little bit more money. But anyways, we'll find something good. So I don't think if you remember, this grass had a yield potential of like 52% or 56% or something. So it's not going to be the best yield here. And really, so what is it? It's about $15 per 1,000 liters, I think, is the price of grass right now. So at $15 per 1,000 liters, 10 would be 150. What is this? Are we gonna get like $500 for this grass? Is that what we're gonna get here? Let's go see. How's my math? My buddy's making good time there in the field. That helps when you got a 12 meter working width. All right, this is a killer combo here, man. This tractor just rips up the road. $1,422. So I don't know where my math comes from, to be honest with you. I'll take it. So $1,400 per load. Let's see how many we get. I mean, hopefully we make like $5,000 at least off the field. Does that make it worth it? I don't know. Probably not. But we should likely, when we put the corn in that field, you know, we should be one half fertilized. Or actually, shoot. Hopefully that guy's not putting fertilizer in the field right now, because I guess he would be, wouldn't he? Because I can't turn the fertilizer off. That field was 100% fertilized. Maybe I doubt the tool's going to know that, but anyway, it doesn't matter. So with this one here, though, with the grass having been in the field, I think that means we'll be 50% fertilized, and then when we put the corn in, we'll be 100% fertilized. So having the grass in the field, not only are we going to get to sell some grass, but it should help us with fertilization, I think, and then obviously reducing the cost if it means a little less fertilizer we have to purchase. As I'm going back and forth here, I'm kind of envisioning what the house will look like up on the hill here, and then trying to decide, do I want a bit of a driveway in and then throw it further in here, or do I want to keep it over near the road? I've got my eyes on one of the plans from that designer, that Icus feller who designs all the really nice homes, and that one may work best over here by the road. I don't know, we'll have to see, but definitely it's easy to daydream when things are looking good like this. I think we're just in a good spot. Look at that tractor. Man, that is going to be great for us when it comes to pretty much everything. All right, assuming that this will be the same as the previous one, $1,400. So it's $2,800 so far. And honestly, there's only a little bit of grass left there. I may just try to dump that into the animal enclosure rather than trying to bring it all the way over here to sell it. All right, all good. Got the grass. There wasn't really much, but got it into the animal enclosure. So we're all topped up there. We're just gonna pop this back in here, and I guess we're gonna go grab the. We'll go spend some more money. Yay! Let's go get ourselves a spreader from the dealership. We'll load up on lime, and we'll get the grass field. It needs lime, so we'll get that put down. Oh, wait! If I'm getting a spreader, I should probably sell the small one. All right, we're blocked, so let's. I guess any reason to fire up this old beast is a good. Should I try to pick up the spreader with this? I don't think I can. There's no 3-point on it, I don't think. No. Kind of limited to just towing things if I'm going to be using this, but this is more of a museum piece, to be honest with you. So I guess really there's a couple things we could use right now. So I was just kind of looking at the soil over where we've already planted the corn, and we're sitting with an 85% yield potential on that corn, and it does say needs rolling. So I'm tempted actually now, I think I said before I wasn't going to roll, but I'm tempted to pick up a roller, spreader, roller, and then, I mean, it'd be nice to have some type of front tank that I could throw on this with full of herbicide. So when I attach the sprayer to the back, I can sort of feed off the front tank, and then that'll make spraying that much more effective. But I don't know. We've only got $57,000. We are in the first month of April, and we have a ton of wood to process. So I have no doubt that by the time we hit May, we'll be able to cover our payments, but I don't know. We tend to burn through cash. I think I said somewhere between $20,000 and $30,000 for the spreader that we're about to get. I've got to be able to get a couple grand for this spreader, I think. Let's see. All right, indeed, it's actually $3,151. Sold. Oh, look, another one for the collection. I don't really want to spend $5 grand right now, but that's a sweet little Volvo right there. That 12 grand for a Unimog. Jeez, I'd love to see that deal in real life, man. I'd have that thing sitting in my driveway so fast. So I'll probably end up going this route, maybe 4,200 liters. We'll probably have to fill up a couple times. $12,500. It's a debranded lizard spreader. This was the other one that I was looking at. I like this just because it's branded, and I think the model looks better. But I'd have less capacity. This one's 32, right? I think we had more in the other one, and we're $7,000 more. So while I do like this one better, I think we'll probably go the other route. All right, now in saying that, I guess I could go even cheaper here. This is a 1970 spreader. 18-meter working width, holds 5,000 liters, and it's only $7,500. I really don't like the model of this one, but man, that's way cheaper, eh? Especially if I want to get a roller and an additional tank for the herbicide, I guess this is probably the way to go. All right, we got notification there that the job is done over on the corn's in the field. So let's get this. We'll get the lime in the field quickly here, so that way we can get the corn planting, and then I can do the other stuff I need to do, like roller and. Expensive, $78. Yeah, so I can get everything else I need to get done if we're talking about sprayer and roller, right? So, and okay, so by the end of today, we should have new equipment. Oh, this thing looks like it's going to tip over the second I try to turn a corner. Put the cover back on. Anyways, yeah, we'll have some new equipment. We'll have corn in the ground, which is awesome. We'll have sold some grass, which is not really exciting. We'll probably avoid grass from now on, and yeah, we'll be laughing here. And then so once the corn's in, I guess I gotta figure out what to do with that far field there. So It's possible that before April's done, I'll put corn in that far bend field there. Just I figure I might as well, right? We got to put something in it. Okay, so it looks like we have coverage. At least if I can believe this map. Maybe the odd spot missed a little bit, but that's fine, I guess. We're only single fertilized where we extended the field, so that's fine. Yeah, okay. So let's get this. We'll get the lime in the field, and then we'll get that thing moved over. We'll get the beast moved. I just realized that I believe because the grass is sort of still in the field, right? Even though we mowed the grass, it still registers as grass. I don't think I can actually put lime down. I don't believe the game allows me to do that. Well, I tried just now anyways, and it wasn't working. So we're going to probably have to cultivate that field. So I'm going to grab this, get this Bulgar set up for our worker. While they're here anyways, I might as well get them to work. Yeah, let me just get the fuel in this. There's only 46 liters in the tank, so I got as much into this as I could. We'll have to order some fuel. But yeah, I think while the worker's here, I'll get them to cultivate the field using this. And then we should be able to put the lime in. In the meantime, I've arranged with the store, they put a tank outside for me. It's $5 grand, holds 1,500 liters, but I'll be able to put that on the front of the fence, and we can go and spray the cornfield before we pick up a roller and roll it, and then we should give ourselves a fighting chance for a healthy field. So let me get the worker started here, and we'll go grab that tank that I just bought. All right, I may have a little bit of a touch up to do at the end there. It looks like it doesn't seem like they want to get the entire field, but that's okay. At least they're working while we're doing stuff too. So let's grab. Okay, so we'll run back down here. We'll go get that sprayer, and we'll get to work in the cornfield. All right, it took me a little bit longer to get back over here. I ran into Tony over at the store. Tony's got something on his mind. We said, man, when you're done today, pop over and we'll have a beer. I got some stuff to talk to you about. I want to pick your brain about a few things, but he wouldn't tell me any more. So the suspense. Anyways, I owe the guy like $380,000, so I probably go over and talk to him. So there's the additional tank that we got. So basically that increases our capacity to 1,900 liters, which is good, I guess, for us. Looks like we're spraying a bit off the field here too, but that's all right. Anyways, yeah. So that will hopefully limit the amount of times we have to run back over to the dealership. If I see a larger rear tank and sprayer apparatus come up in the sale now, I can add that, and then we can further increase our capacity, and then also maybe the reach with the bigger arms. So that's good. So yeah, so once we get this sprayed, hopefully the other field's cultivated. We'll get the lime in the field over there, and then we can put the corn down. And then I am still fighting an internal debate on what to do with that other field, the one that currently houses grass, which I do need to mow that grass and get it into the sell point. Let's just turn here. We're using our guided steering here to make sure we get decent coverage. Anyways, yeah, I don't know what to do over there. We'll see. My thinking is that if I am going to expand the field and plant corn, I'll probably do it in the second day of April here. So we'll get through today. We'll go hang out with Tony for a bit, see what he's talking about, and then we'll finish that up before April's done, and then. Yeah, anyways, I don't really know. We'll see. I mean, if I can get 9,500, I can get about 60 grand for it, really, is what it comes down to. That would allow me to pay off the Steiger, and somewhere in all this, I still want to give my mom back the 50 grand she fronted us when we first moved here. She was kind enough to kind of throw us some starter money that she said we didn't owe her back, but I mean, I likely should pay the lady, right? We'll see what happens. So anyways, I'm going to keep plugging along here. I got a little bit of navigating to do, obviously, when we hit the corner here. Let's just make sure we get the coverage we need. There you go. Guided steering for the win. And yeah, we'll check back shortly here. All right, things are going kind of smooth here. This is although I'd like a wider working width, but this has been pretty good. I'm almost done with the herbicide here. I did get the worker to start on the lime spreading over on the other field there. They did a bit of, I'll have to follow up after and see what's going on. They did a bit of a weird thing, and when they went and cultivated, they sort of missed, I don't know, I want to say it was almost like about 1.5 feet. So there were these non-cultivated stripes on the field over there, which I think in the end, well, I'm assuming the planter is direct drill, and it should be able to put seeds in even the sections that weren't necessarily cultivated because it was a grass field. Anyways, hopefully I don't run into a problem there, but I've got them running the spreader anyways because I don't want to take all day on this. We do want to move on to some other stuff too. So we'll be able to see exactly what kind of mess we created over there in a second here. So yeah, just the last couple passes. I feel a lot better knowing that we'll have, sprayed for weeds ahead of time here versus what we have in our barley fields, which was really a bit of a mess. And I've had to look at those burned out weeds the entire time when really you would just want to see a nice field, nice clean field, right? Otherwise, but I mean, it's not the end of the world. It's still we're still growing crops over there. I don't know why I just folded that up. But yeah, anyways, I'll keep plugging along here, and then we'll go follow up into a kind of a disaster. Oh, I also did purchase a roller. So I have a roller with a nice 12-meter working width sitting over at the store waiting for us. So that's good. So probably what I'll have to do, let me think about this. So that guy is spreading lime right now. Once the lime is in, we can get the Steiger putting the seeds in the ground. Yeah, then we can go grab the roller with this tractor. It does require 200 horsepower, so we'll pull it with this. We'll get this field rolled, and then by the time the seeds are in the ground over at the other field, we should be able to head up there with the sprayer and the roller, and then then that's all she wrote. Then I can get myself cleaned up, and we'll go figure out. We'll go have a couple beers there with Tony and see what he's got on his mind. So yeah, pretty good. And then we'll wake up in the morning, probably make a fortune selling more wood products, and figure out what we're gonna do with that other field. Yeah, and then I guess really what happens after that, the next step for us at that point would be the barley fields, right? So, other than just maybe some tinkering, we would have, we'd be able to roll right into barley harvest and planting the beans, which is cool. So, yeah, it's nice, like all the hard work, getting things set up, making the money, and trying to come up with plans and stuff. It seems like then you get into sort of a nice rotation, I guess, which we never really get. I think I had this, the tank is empty. We've run out of lime over there, so we'll have to see how far they made it in a minute here. But yeah, I think I had this comment back and forth in the comment section where typically I end up, getting set up, maybe getting through a season, and then we move. So I never really get too much further. So I never get to fully appreciate what it's like to have a proper running farm on a crop rotation and everything else. But who knows? Maybe this will be the time, or who knows? Maybe Tony's got some weird opportunity for us somewhere in the world. Who knows? Who knows what's going on? Anyways, but yeah, let's get this finished, and then we'll see how far that lime actually made it in the other field. All right, we got them topped up. They are continuing. So it looks like they're probably just about to get to the headlands anyway. So I dropped the sprayer over here. Let's go and grab the roller. I'm still a little concerned about that field up at the top there because if you noticed, I should have pointed out, but the stripes, I'm still unsure whether or not our planter is direct drill and whether it'll just, drill right over those spots. Now that also means there's it looks like the lime is not going into the ground where we've not cultivated. So that field could be a bit of a dog's breakfast. Anyways, we'll go pick up the roller. No sweat, right? It's not like we're trying to put somebody on the moon and we realize we miscalculated slightly and we're sending them to Mars. This is just farming, man. It's not like we're planting pumpkins where we wanted to plant corn. So this roller, I've not used this roller. I think it cost, God, I want want to say it was about 18 grand maybe. Brand new roller. We're buying brand new equipment here, which is not the norm for us. We're typically scrounging, watching for the best deal, but I wasn't watching for a roller, so I don't know if we've missed some rollers, or whether whatever. I don't know whether I missed an opportunity, but this one's new, so this one will stick with us for a while, I guess. Yeah, had him customize the color, which is nice, and then he quickly was able to get this thing in. I had to fight my urge to paint it beige or cream, which is what seems to be the color of our lives. But I guess I went with the other color, gray. Gosh, look at this! Wait till the corn starts coming in. This is going to be one nice green area here. All right, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to utilize a worker for this, and then that will free us up to juggle the other field there and make sure that we're still working here. It's 3 o'clock, and I do want to get this done at some point. So let me get the worker set up. All right, first touchdown. Let's go. All right, so we have so right now it says 85% yield bonus, but I have noticed some places it says 95%. We picked up 2% with the roller, so yeah, it's not great. So we should, yeah, I'm only seeing 85% here. So I wonder what I'm missing. Everything should be 100% fertilized. Yeah, I guess I don't know what I'm missing in the sections where it says 85% yield bonus, because I do know that there are some spots that say 95% yield bonus. So the field should have some spots that are, once rolled 97% yield bonus, and some spots that are 87. So anyways, it's all good. Let's grow some corn, y'all. All right, I don't know why this is. I mean, these edges say they need lime, but it's not taking lime. So I don't know what's going on. I mean, it's not the spreader, because obviously we can see, well, who knows what it is. I shouldn't guess, but we can see that obviously we've put lime down in the middle of the field. Let's try this spot right here and see if this is recognizing as headland, or does it need, can we get any lime to come out? I don't know what to make of that. So maybe it is the spreader. I am not too sure. I wonder if I get close to the next field, if it'll put some on there. All right, well, you know what? Okay, so we're going to just leave that there. We'll go get this off the field. We'll get our Steiger working with the planter, and we'll put seeds in the ground with what we have and worry about it later. Okay, let's just get that set up. All right, I think I got to stop everything here because we're not planting in the grass here. So I think I'm going to have to recultivate this whole field. I'll probably just have to do this myself, and we'll make some sense of it. So I think what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to figure out these workers. Let me get this one stopped right now. Yeah, because this is planting corn, but it's planting it, it's not planting it where the grass is still there. So I'm going to go and I'm going to get this field understood, because I want to get it fully limed. I just want it growing properly. Obviously I don't want grass stripes, because you can see right now, like this, we still need lime all the way around the outside where it didn't spread it. Now if I continue on with the way I am, I'm gonna have these grass stripes in here. So I mean, I've screwed something up with the cultivation, and I don't really know what that is, because it looked like I had the worker set up properly. I've and then that's sort of cascaded from there, and for some reason the outside of the field is not being recognized. So that's okay. That just means that we'll have to put a little bit of effort in here and get it set up right. So I think I'm going to leave everybody there. So here, let me shut this off. Actually, no, I'm not going to shut this off. I'm going to get this cultivator, and I'm going to take another crack at this. So when we come back, when we meet again in the next episode, I will let you know what old Tony says, because I'm not exactly sure what he wants to chat about. I will have this field taken care of, and then we may also have made a decision on the other field as far as what we want to put in that field or whatever. So yeah, so there you go. The trials and tribulations of life here in Ray County as we figure out what the heck's going on here. So, anyways, I'm gonna go take care of all of this, and I will see you guys later. Ciao.